coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. First play and a first pass for Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in there, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can. And it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense. Everybody wants a piece of that pie.
A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender. And that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Claypool with another catch. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now the first run for Devon Achane. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. 3rd and 3. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And even though this is a top 5 run, they don't want you to get in the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there. And they're able to come up with the first down.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
On play action, it's Murray. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And This will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and now Murray off play action. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 26. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Play fake. Murray. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they've tried to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. H.A. now up the middle. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The run on 3rd and long, so I guess waving the white flag a little bit.
Yeah, and I think sometimes teams are so committed to running the football that they'll take a chance, even in a long yardage situation, to let them know on the other side, this is what we're going to be about today. In this case, they didn't get a first down, but if you're thinking along with them, hey, they might be committed to running it all game long.
Well, they started the drive backed up pretty deep, but a nice effort to overcome the field position, get into field goal range on the game's opening possession.
And, Brandon, I think from where they started, the initial thought was, can we get 1 or 2 first downs and help out our defense after we pump the ball away with field position? But as that drive went on, I think their sights got set a little bit higher. They were thinking touchdown, ended up settling in between and coming away with a field goal.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 16. Harris starts the drive on the ground, trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Making decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake. He'll let it fly for Austin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. Greg George deep for Arizona. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. He almost outkicked the coverage. A 57-yard punt, 15 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Here's Murray. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. You look at the Steeler defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Murray looking to change the play here. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having powerful arm isn't the #1 thing to look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs. Because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. The Steelers had 7 and 4 on the year, and they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them, and I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. Third down and 6. Pickett. He completes it to Jones. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. On is Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Throwing now is Murray. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. Larry Ogunjobi. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Wrigley. Picked up by Jerry Porter Jr. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Let's go.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. Here's another carry for Harris. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now a 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. The sack goes to Chris Barnes. So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try. Boswell's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So golden field position there is squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Next driving at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit. Because you're right, you get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
A-Chain on 1st and 10. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Here's a 2nd and 8. Play action. Now it's Murray. That is incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had a big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Murray now. Open man is Higgins. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Able to hit his target, Claypool. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Murray. The throw left sideline falls incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10. A give up the middle to A-Chain. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona 1st. And if his coaches are correct, we're going to see a lot more runs like that from this young rookie going forward.
And you know, slapping each other on the back up in the boots right now? The scouting department. Because they really recommended this guy highly, and he's justifying their faith in him.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Not quite enough to get into the end zone, but what a nice play there. He makes the catch, tries to turn upfield and get to the pylon, but doesn't quite get there. But they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal from very short range.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. And Murray's going to keep this. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On second down, Connor looking for space. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Murray sees something. He's going to change it up. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Elijah Higgins. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Prater for the extra point. And the lead is now 10-3. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Pickett. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And Johnson going to have a Steelers first down as the tackle going to be made up at the 37. Pickett sets up play action. Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. This is caught at the 20. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
After the run, here's 2nd and 8 from the 27. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Here's 3rd and 3. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That is caught. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They hand this off to Harris. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Here's 2nd and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Finds Pickens out right. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from drawing level.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Boswell good with the extra point, and we are even at 10 apiece. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Now Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Higgins. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Murray changing the play. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. Yeah, the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. In motion right goes Johnson. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 5. Now a give, running left is Harris. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. Any lanes to open up.
Third and 4. In motion left goes Jones. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Yeah, this is a high kick, but it's not going anywhere. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Hand off to A-Chain to begin the drive. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Second down and a yard. Murray a give. This is counter. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They'll run for it with A-Chain. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this. Back now in Pittsburgh. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Gets this out wide to Pickens. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And the slot man goes in motion left. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. Pickett now from the gun here. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Pickett back to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Cards are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Zach Ertz has it complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Murray looking to change the play here. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throw left side to Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Murray giving to Connor on the option. And he'll work down inside the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second and 7. To throw, it's Murray. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation, and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
It's H8 on the give. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw. Murray. They set up the screen to H8. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
To throw is Murray. They'll swing this out wide. Here's H8. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Prater's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw here. Pickett. Setting up the screen. Harris.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
Here comes 2nd down. Now Pickett. This secondary is a unit. They worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
What can they come up with here? It's 3rd and 7. Here's Pickett. That's going to be caught. It's Austin. And he will have the Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Pickett to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense has been so stingy all game long. No reason to think it's suddenly going to open up now. They took their shot, but this, like many others, falls incomplete.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Pickett back to throw. Throw's going to be incomplete.
Back-to-back incomplete
completions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Pickett to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Fourth down, 10 yards to go. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. Though they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Here we go. This is 4th down. Pickett, 4th down, desperation time. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
46-yard line.
Nine seconds, no timeouts left. Pickett. Short one there to Fryermuth. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 30. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a big. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
57-yard attempt.
And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
We so often think of these kickers as automatic at any distance, and it's just not the case, because when you start talking about 50-plus yards, it's still a tough one to connect on. This one ends up no good, and that should put to rest any chance of this game getting to overtime.
To a knee goes Murray, and that should just about do it. Well, CD for the losing side this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails.